Hi, today we're going to make a well-renowned North Indian dish called Pindi Chole. The recipe is very simple. I'll explain the quantities as we go along with the cooking. So for the Pindi Chole, what you need is 2 red onion, which is sliced, chopped garlic, chopped ginger, a little bit of cumin seeds, about 2 grams, 2 slit red chili or green chili, 2 chopped tomatoes, a tin of chickpea, which is I've used Tesco. You can use any tin chickpea that you can get it. 30 ml of vegetable oil, Degi chili powder, Garam masala powder, turmeric, and black pepper powder, salt. And this recipe can be done both vegan and non-vegan as well. So I'll explain as we go along with the cooking how to make this recipe vegan and non-vegan as well. We can start cooking the Pindi Chole by adding the oil. Add about 3 tablespoons of oil to the pan. The pan must be hot, make sure it's not cold. Add the cumin seeds into that, let it crackle a bit, and when it starts to crackle, make sure it's spread evenly, and let it get slightly golden color. You can start smelling the cumin, and it's you can see it's the cumin is getting nice golden color. You can add the sliced red onion in there on one side, and on the other side you can add your chopped ginger and garlic and this slit green or red chili, whatever you have, doesn't matter, and then give it a nice mix and let it cook on medium to slow flame. At this stage, what you can do is that you can add a bit of salt, let's say about 4 to 5 grams of salt. Spread it all across the onion. The salt helps in cooking of the onions. It withdraws the moisture from the onion, and by doing so the onion cooks slightly faster than the when you don't mix the salt in the onion. Just leave it nicely, give it a nice mix, leave it to cook for about another 15 to 20 minutes. The onion must get nice golden color, light to medium golden color, and in between you keep on stirring it so that it doesn't burn. Leave it there. As you can see, the onion is broken down as it has come to the translucent stage of cooking. From here on, it will take about another 5 to 8 minutes to come to light golden color, and then about another 2 to 3 minutes to medium golden color. So keep on cooking, keep on stirring it. Don't leave it as it is, otherwise it will start burning. And if it's cooking a little faster, you can slow down the temperature. It's all about maintaining and controlling the heat. The onions have cooked nicely, nice golden color. It has caramelized well. Now you can add the powdered spices, which is it depends upon how spicy you want. These are Degi chili, which is not very spicy. You can add 2 spoons of it, which is about 12 grams, slightly more than that. A bit of garam masala, which is about 5 to 6 grams. I'll add a little bit more at the end of it. Turmeric powder, 4 to 5 grams. You give it a nice good helping of crushed black pepper. It gives you the hotness, not the spiciness in the mix. Give it a nice mix. Make sure you stir it quick, otherwise the powdered spices will start burning, but at the same time you got to cook them. So mix it nicely. At this stage you will start smelling it, all your spices, but it should not be burning. Make sure you keep that in mind. Now you add your chopped tomatoes, freshly chopped tomatoes. If you don't have freshly chopped tomatoes, you can use tinned tomatoes as well, not the paste but the freshly chopped tin tomatoes. Give it a nice cook. At this stage, you can add a little bit of water to cool down the entire mixture and avoiding the spices from burning. About 2 spoons of water. We'll give it a nice mix and let tomatoes and spices cook for some time. It will take about another 10 to 15 minutes for tomatoes and spices to cook, and it will become a nice good mix. Yeah. Keep stirring in between, don't leave it, otherwise it'll start burning. If you think that the mixture is burning, reduce the heat or add a little bit of water every now and then. Yeah. At this stage, you add a little bit of more salt, about 2 to 4 grams. Smells absolutely brilliant. So I'll tell you about Pindi Chole. The Pindi Chole comes from the northern part of India, from a state called Punjab, and you get the Pindi Chole in Delhi as well. In Punjabi, Pindi or the Pind means the village or your native place. So I don't know how actually the name is derived. I mean, why the name Pindi? But in Punjabi, Pind means your native place or your hometown. You can see the mixture is coming together nicely. Give it a nice mix, add a little bit of water, and let it cook on a slow flame for 10 to 15 minutes. Once it's done, we can add tinned chickpea, or if you don't have tinned chickpea, you have dried chickpea, you can soak it overnight, give it a nice boil so that the chickpeas are cooked properly. Yeah, nice, lovely, it looks absolutely brilliant. Give it a nice mix and leave it on a medium to slow flame to cook. As you can see, the mixture is coming together nicely and it's cooking properly at the medium to slow flame. This is a time when you can start cooking your rice. You got to pre-soak the rice for about good 20 to 30 minutes. By doing so, the rice grains cooks absolutely perfectly. It doesn't, sort of break or sort of, chewy or hard at the end of it. So it's very important to soak your rice for about 25 to 30 minutes in advance. Yeah, I have already done that and my rice is cooking on a separate hob. So yeah, lovely. Now your onion and tomato mix is absolutely perfectly cooked. It's nicely coming together. So this is the stage when you're going to add 1 tin of chickpea. Don't throw the juices, just add everything in there and give it a nice good stir. Let it cook for another 15 to 20 minutes. Now you can see this, and if you want, you can add a lid on top so that it cooks a bit faster and you save energy. Give it a nice mix. It looks absolutely wonderful. Put a lid on, let it cook nicely. As you can see, the chickpea is cooking gradually, and you can take off the lid, give it a nice mix. You still have a bit of extra water content in there that we got it from the chickpea tin, but that gives, don't throw it away, add it to the mix. That gives a nice flavor and the taste to the Pindi Chole, and that helps in thickening the mixture altogether. If it's a little runny, no worries, just cook it for another 4 to 5 minutes. It gives you a nice thickness to the entire curry or the chole. Mix it well. So you cook it for another 5 minutes and that's ready. But in India, at this stage, you add beaten or whisked yogurt to it. And if you don't want to, if you don't want to add yogurt, you want to eat it dairy free, that's the stage more or less is cooked. You can cover it and leave it on a switched off hob for another 4 to 5 minutes, and the carry on cooking will sort of make this Pindi Chole ready in another 4 to 5 minutes. But in India, at this stage, what we do is that we add whisked yogurt. That's an optional. If you want to do that, you can do that. If you want to eat dairy free, or if you want to have a vegan Pindi Chole, you can do that. Give it a nice spoonful of yogurt, which is about 120 grams. Give it a nice mix. Mix it well. See, the color changes quickly, and if you add yogurt, you got to cook for another 10 minutes so that the rawness of the yogurt is gone and is cooked properly. At this stage, you add a little bit of more salt because you have added yogurt. The seasoning is very important. You have to season the dish every now and then, and of course at the end you got to check the seasoning. Give it a nice mix. It looks absolutely wonderful, delicious. My rice is more or less ready on the other hob, which I will show you at the end. You can eat this Pindi Chole with bread as well. Naan, chapati, fulka, paratha and rice. It's your choice what you fancy eating. Give it a nice mix. Cover it up. Cook it for another 5 to 8 minutes on a medium to slow heat. We'll wait for that. The Pindi Chole it's done. The reason why we add yogurt at the end, it gives you a nice sour taste in your mouth, and it cuts down on the richness of the tomato and onion that we have added in the beginning. So it gives you a nice different mouth feel. This is absolutely done, and as you can see, my rice is also done. So yeah, just take it off, switch off the flame, it out nicely. In India, you generally get this with a little bit of raw sliced onion. If you want to do that, you can eat, which is good for your health as well. It helps you sweat, which is a good thing. Or you can add a little bit of ginger julienne into that. Now the dish is ready. You can enjoy Pindi Chole and steamed basmati rice. Thank you. I hope you will not find it difficult to make this dish. It's very simple, straightforward dish, and if you have any query or question or doubt, you can just write to us. We'll guide you through if you're stuck anywhere. Happy cooking. Thank you. Cheers. Bon appetit.